First questions first, I need to know where the band name came from.
Well, I remember being backstage at a Steel Panther show with the boys, and I thought to myself, Steel Panther was such a bitchin' name. I need some sort of killer animal or reptile in my band name. And the King Cobra came to mind, and then, you know, I'm a chick, so...
Are you?
Yeah, I kind of am. People wouldn't know it by my voice. But yeah, so Queen Cobra, that's how we came about.
Now, being a female fronting a rock band, you don't see that too much, especially not in Vancouver, but it's not common overall. What made you guys choose to do rock rather than the obvious choices?
Have you heard my voice? It's just got sort of a given for me. I grew up in a rocker sort of family, so I don't know, back in the 80s it was sort of the female dominating that dirty rock and roll sound, and that's what I really love. So around the Vancouver scene, there's not a whole lot of chicks that are, you know, have that raw, raspy voice, and I like to be different, so yeah.
And do you think, I mean, when you hit the stage, like I said, your presence commands everybody in that room's attention. You are there and you're there to make a point. Does that kind of fuel you, the fact that you are female and you're fronting this rock band?
For sure. I mean, you have to prove yourself. When you're a chick getting up on stage, and I'm going head to head with male frontmen. Does that make sense? Male frontmen.
They gotta be one or the other.
Yeah. So, anyways, you're going head to head every night, and you have to make your presence known. Like, I get looks all the time walking into a place if they don't know me or they haven't seen a Queen Cobra show, and it just makes me want to prove a point on stage.
Now, when you guys first got together, it was 2 years ago, which isn't that long for a band. It was a little bit of a different process for you guys, because Brianne, you weren't actually in town. Can you guys tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, Colin, do you want to take that one?
Sure, yeah. I mean, we'd gotten together a few times. Brianne and Brandon had started writing a few songs, and I got together with them, and we had a couple of awesome jam sessions and rehearsals and writing sessions. And then Brianne took off up to Kelowna for school and some other things with not too much notice, and so we kept in touch pretty good over about 9 or 10 months, and then we're ready to go as soon as she came back.
And I mean, technology's come a long way, but Brandon, how can you describe the whole process as far as writing over the internet goes and not actually being face-to-face?
Well, it makes it easier in a way. Like, we've got one song that we pretty much wrote over the internet, Hertze Kobo. But it makes it easier in the sense that if you come up with an idea, you can record it quickly on your digital device and email it within 5 minutes or so, rather than, you know, sticking it in a ghetto blaster, recording on a tape and mailing it. Wouldn't really be practical.
Who does that?
I'm sure you still do that?
I think they do still make ghetto blasters, but, you know, for the retro crowd.
And Drew, when you came into everything, how did you know these guys? How did you know that you wanted to be a part of the band?
I was actually playing with another band at the time, and they came out to one of my shows, so I returned the favor, and so I'm with Brianne anyways. I watched their shows, and they blew me away. I was really impressed with the songwriting, and I could really hear where a groove would fit in, and that was the kind of music I was kind of looking for. I was tired of doing the same kind of pop thing in the Vancouver scene. I wanted something a little harder, a little bit rougher, a little bit more rock.
And you found it.
I found it.
And Brianne, once you got back, you guys got all your stuff together. You actually released an EP back in February. Now you're getting ready to do a website launch. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, it's a website launch. We have a buddy of ours doing our website for us. His name is Mike Ryan. He's incredible, and once this thing launches, like, it's got... We told him a few of the websites that we really liked, and one being Aerosmith, so hopefully it comes across that way to everybody, but we're stoked for it. I mean, we're doing a show for sort of like a website launch show. We're headlining Joe's Apartment on July 26th, yeah, with some other awesome bands. So yeah, the website's going to come out, and we're, you know, getting our logo together, getting some merchandise ready to sell, so it should be good.
Now, when I saw you guys play, it was all your own stuff because it was a contest. You guys didn't want to do any covers or anything, but I have been lucky enough to see you jam, and you guys do throw in the odd tune of other people's. What's your absolute favorite cover?
My absolute favorite cover is Aerosmith "Crying" because I get to play harmonica in that one too.
Nice.
But I'm a huge fan of Steven Tyler and Joe Perry and the whole band Aerosmith. I love everything about them. Steven, if you're watching,
I hope you are.
You probably are. But yeah, that's my favorite because you can just belt it out, and it's actually a song that becomes a crowd favorite too. I love watching the crowd react to that one.
When it comes to choosing the songs that you guys are actually going to play, does everybody get a say, or is it like, nope, one person decides everything?
We actually take turns. We go around. Each person picks one, we learn it, and we usually do one new cover a show.
We know not to pick something that's, too quiet because yours truly is going to be singing it. So it's got to be upbeat. We all have similar influences, a lot of, 80s badass rock, and we're looking at maybe some newer stuff as well. So we try to get a good mix of different genres.
Newer stuff like the newest Aerosmith album?
Yeah.
Not that you guys like Aerosmith at all.
No.
But,
Show us a hair throw.
Oh, please do.
Oh, me?
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
What kind of shampoo do you use?
A lot.
Good answer. Now, guys, you do a show in the Okanagan annually. Are you doing one again this year?
We're 90% sure. We're still in talks with our buddy up there who owns this wicked little bar. It's like a Hell's Angel sort of place. But yeah, the crowd out there is incredible. Like, you get people, remember the first show we ever played, nobody has ever heard a Queen Cobra song, but you got this guy up front, like, mouthing the words to it and just, like, fist pumping at the front, so it was incredible. I'm like, you don't even know this song. But yeah, I love that bar up there. It's fun. So hopefully we'll be back in August long, we're hoping for.
So once the website's launched, I'm assuming that's when people will get to go on and see exactly where you guys are playing, when, and all that other good stuff.
Yeah, you bet. It's going to have everything on there. We got great people around us who take photos of us at shows, so that's going to be up there. Videos, we like to do acoustic videos, and we try and release them. We said about a couple months ago we were going to do like one a week, but we've released like 3 in the last 2 months. So
well, you're almost there.
Exactly. If we get people coming on and requesting stuff, I mean, we'll take requests. Go to our Facebook page and request something and we'll learn it. I'll learn it in probably like half an hour and then just do it. How I roll.
No big deal. Just happens.
No big deal. It's just who I am.
Now, guys, I don't know if you've watched any of my interviews at all, but I have one signature question that I try to ask each of my guests.
What's that?
I would like to know if you'll show me your socks.
Yeah, we will. And actually, we were prepared for this
I love
question. So, I don't know if you can see, but we got these striped socks
Brianne was
on.
really excited about this.
Oh.
And we learned that you were like a huge fan of the World Cup and stuff. So we actually got you
No way!
your own special pair of Cobra socks.
You guys are the coolest!
Matching stripes.
It's like the white stripes, but...
No, that's
Your color?
England.
What?
That's England.
That's
England.
She pays attention.
I pay attention and I win.
Aw. Well, obviously you don't always all wear matching socks. Right?
Yeah, actually,
Pretty much.
it's kind of awkward, but we
For the
kind of do.
last 2 years we have.
We like to feel united on stage, and we feel like it makes us more...
It brings our souls together.
You know what? You'd save money too, though, right? You'd go to Walmart, buy the big bags.
Get a
Sock
big
for each
pack
of you.
of socks.
Yeah.
Being in a band is expensive. You don't make much money, so...
It makes it easy for sharing things too with each other, which we do a lot of. Yeah.
A lot of sharing, yeah.
I like it. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You can catch our website at www.queencobraband.com and Facebook at facebook.com/queencobraband. And we also have YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and everything else. So we're out there. Catch us.